I'm Cara Vorderman, and this is Perfect 10. Is your brain ready for Wednesday's workout? Well, I've got puzzles and brain teasers that will educate, that will entertain, and they will irritate you. You know the score. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in just 10 minutes. I'm here, as ever, Monday to Friday with 10 new questions in every podcast, so please make sure you subscribe, you follow, and you like. And I promise after just a few minutes, you'll be feeling smarter and sharper. And we have loads of episodes waiting for you. So if you're enjoying Perfect 10, then why not take on some of our previous shows? And you can play them, as people often do, against a team. So people take Perfect 10 podcasts and then they do it as an event and they have a lot of fun. So please tell us when you do that and send us pics because we love to post it on social media. Right, let's talk anagrams. At the end of yesterday's podcast, I asked, which primetime entertainment show is an anagram of clingy, storm, accident? And the answer I was looking for was Strictly Come Dancing. Well done if you got that right. No points, of course, for the anagrams at all. But don't worry, there are 10 possible points coming in right now. Let's get the real questions started, shall we? Are you ready? Here is Wednesday's Perfect 10. Question 1 is your starter for a Perfect 10, as ever. Which kind of tree do conkers fall from? I think that's a nice, easy start, is it? Or maybe not. Find out the answer later in the podcast. Question 2 is our hearsay round, and it involves a bit of listening and a lot of thinking. Which well-known phrase or saying is hidden in these sounds?
Please, we have discovered 2 new worlds, A and B. Show your appreciation for A. Now for B.
Here, here.
Yes, it has been decided. Of the 2, B is the superior world.
Say what you hear, hearsay, and you can't go far wrong. Answers, as always, after the final question today. Question 3, Carol lateral thinking, bit of maths. How many vowels appear in total in the names of the capital of France, the capital of Germany, the capital of the Netherlands, and the capital of Belgium? That's quite a tricky one today. One that tests both your spelling and your knowledge of geography. So take your time, make sure you get all those spellings right, and then you can get yourself another point. Moving on, question 4. Our memory game, where your recall is put to the test. Question to follow, but first, here's your clip, and it's over to the Perfect 10 made up by the Forecast team.
Hello, Michael here with your lunchtime weather. It's looking like another sunny weekend with highs of 25 across the Midlands. A little cooler on the northeast coast where Hull, Middlesbrough and Newcastle will see temperatures of around 19 to 20 degrees. There's a chance of rain showers in Cornwall and Devon on Saturday night at around 3 a.m, but nothing that will dampen the mood. Temperatures similar on Sunday with a light easterly breeze taking the edge off the warm weather from 4 p.m. Have a great weekend and I'll see you on Monday.
I hope you were listening because here comes the question. What was the weatherman's name? Haha, but you didn't think I was going to ask you that. Well, we do like to keep you on your toes here at Perfect 10. What was his name? Okay, questions 5, 6 and 7 are all part of Frivolous, Familiar and Fun collection. Here is your question 5. Which supermarket chain has a mascot named Percy? I think you'll kick yourself when you hear the answer to this. In which supermarket would you find Percy? Don't forget to drop me a message on social media if you've got any puzzles, riddles or questions that you want to test on the rest of the Perfect 10 family. I absolutely love hearing all of your suggestions. Head over to perfect10.uk for all the details. Moving on to question 6 and airlines now. Which animal features on the logo of Qantas Airlines? Any idea where Qantas is based? Because that might be a bit of a clue. Question 7 now. Which former Crystal Maze presenter also wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Well, we love that, don't we? This is where the Venn diagram of high-concept physical game shows and camp comedy musicals cross over. This is where it's at. So who is it? What is his or her name? For question 8, one in, one out, you'll need to swap and spell. Here is question 8. Which letter can you swap in the word swap? S-W-A-P, to make a type of bird. Question 9 is the round which we call I know this, because it might well have you pulling your hair out in frustration. In Greek mythology, who flew too close to the sun? I know you know this. I know you know this. And I know that you can do it and get a point. Sound the fanfares, everyone, please. It's time for question 10 and today's daily riddle. You measure my life in minutes and hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy. What am I? So what's the answer? Don't forget, it is a riddle. And that's today's Perfect 10. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, please send me your puzzles to @Perfect10Carol on Facebook, Insta and TikTok. And while you're there, hit follow to get loads of exclusive bonus content every day. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in just 10 minutes. So did you crack it? Did you get a perfect 10 score? Well, here come the answers. Question 1. We began with, which kind of tree do conkers fall from? Well, it's the horse chestnut tree, of course. Question 2 was our hearsay round. I asked you which well-known phrase or saying was hidden in these sounds.
Please, we have discovered 2 new worlds, A and B. Show your appreciation for A. Now for B. Here. Yes, it has been.
Hearsay, say what you hear. And the answer is, it's best of both worlds. Did you get that right? Question 3, my Carol lateral thinking question. How many vowels appear in total in the names of the capital of France, the capital of Germany, the capital of the Netherlands, and the capital of Belgium? So there are 2 vowels in Paris, 2 vowels in Berlin, 3 in Amsterdam, and 2 in Brussels. So the answer is the total number of vowels is 9. By the way, if you think The Hague is the capital of the Netherlands, as I did, you can't have a point. It isn't, in fact, the capital of the Netherlands. It is the administrative centre and the home of the Netherlands government, but Amsterdam is the official capital. Question 4 was our Wednesday weather memory question. And for once, I didn't ask you a question about the weather. I asked, what was the weatherman's name? Did you remember? The answer was, his name was Michael. Well done if you remembered that. Question 5, and we're into the 3 Fs. Which supermarket chain has a mascot named Percy? And the answer is, of course, M&S, Marks and Spencer's. Why? Because of the lovely, delicious Percy pig. Question 6. Which animal features on the logo of Qantas Airlines? Well, if you knew that Qantas is the national airline of Australia, you probably then know that the animal I'm looking for is a kangaroo. Question 7. Which former Crystal Maze presenter also wrote the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Yes, it's the wonderful, unique Richard O'Brien. What would eventually become the Rocky Horror Show and later the Rocky Horror Picture Show began as a way for Richard O'Brien to spend winter evenings as an out-of-work actor. O'Brien poured his love of science fiction and horror films into the songs and eventually showed the material to the director Jim Sharman. Sharman, fortunately, took a liking to it and convinced London's Royal Court Theatre to give him a few weeks in a tiny upstairs room. Hard to believe now, but the Rocky Horror Show played for only a few dozen people a night, but eventually grew into a worldwide, huge cult following. Not bad, eh? For something that started as a way to fight off boredom. Question 8, and it's the answer to this week's one in, one out. Which letter can you swap in the word swap to make a type of bird? Well, if you change the letter P for a letter N, you get the word swan, S-W-A-N. Question 9, in Greek mythology, who flew too close to the sun? Did you get it? The answer is Icarus. And finally, question 10. You measure my life in minutes and hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy. What am I? The answer is a candle. So did you score a perfect 10 today? If so, let me know. If not, there's always tomorrow. You can do it, I know. I promise. Remember, make sure you subscribe to the podcast and follow us on YouTube and across our social media channels so you don't miss out on any of our rant or any of our bonus social content. Come and be a part of the family at Perfect 10 Carol on Facebook, Insta and TikTok. There is always room at the table here for newcomers. So grab a chair and join us. We have loads to keep you entertained. And the socials, it's a really great place for you to share your puzzles with us too. And finally, for even more Perfect 10, head over to perfect10.uk, the details of our newsletters. We'll be sending all our Perfect 10ers regular updates on the show, bonus questions and exclusive competitions. So sign up and get involved. It's going to be a lot of fun, trust me. I'll be back tomorrow with 10 more questions, but before I say goodbye, I'll leave you with today's anagram. Which famous TV quiz show is an anagram of? Cheaters. Cheatahs. Cheaters. Find out tomorrow when I've got a whole new day of questions, riddles and puzzles. I'm Carol Vorderman. That was my perfect 10. I hope you have a perfect day.